jauh 1 menit di sini. Kalau kita lihat Jesse Fast masih mencoba spray through the smoke, dubstep udah mematung dengan operator di tangannya. Udah ada crossfire juga yang diciptakan. Jadi posisi relatif kuat. Masih menahan. Belum ada inisiasi, belum ada utility lagi yang keluar dari Vikings. Recon masih belum dipakai juga. Dan ini dia, Recon mungkin baru akan dipakai sekarang oleh Sesi. Pertanyaannya apakah akan ada yang ngancurin itu? Pertanyaannya apakah akan ada yang ngancurin itu untuk Dabi?
Belum.
Tapi ternyata Dubstep tidak terkena Recon, masih relatif aman. Wall dibuka oleh seorang
Oke, kita mulai obernya.
Jesse Fast mampu mendapatkan sutekas. Sini, dispenser pick.
Langsung saja.
Mampu mendapatkan headshot. Goes for more, dispenser.
Gara-gara gue ngeliat
dan 2 pemain udah ketahuan
siapa namanya
dalam side.
Borkum tadi ini. Jadi ngeri banget.
Dan sekarang it's up to Borkum once again untuk melakukan clutch. 2 pemain dari arah Nest.
Wadidaw.
Ketahuan tertag di sini kalau HP. Sekarang gantian Sesi di atas. Ini nggak kelihatan dan Borkum. Low HP sekarang Sesi. Borkum once again.
Borkum lagi, Cok.
Another clutch for Borkum. Another point for Team Secret. Asli. What?
Round apa? Kembali.
Borkum lagi.
Round yang begitu sangat krusial dan Viking mendapatkan momennya tadi di awal, kemudian langsung dipatahkan oleh seorang Borkum. Dan ini dimana momen Jesse Fast pun berhasil mendapatkan kill dan dispenser menurut gua menjadi man of the match di round kali ini juga karena dia bisa dapat 2 kill dan at least coba untuk mendapatkan yang ketiga. Namun sekali lagi Borkum menjadi penyelamat juga untuk
Borkum, Cok. Tetap man of the match-nya
klasiknya.
Borkum.
Gila. Wah. Si Optimum Prime.
Beb.
Gua nggak nyangka gua akan denger itu di Champions Berlin, guys.
Mereka pasti kaget.
Ya banyak yang nggak ngerti sih.
Oke. Dan setup cepat nampaknya dilakukan oleh tim dari Viking sendiri. Ada Hunter Fury yang connect terhadap seorang Jesse Fast. Menjadi 4 melawan 5. Namun dari seorang Borkum, Snake Bite-nya pun connect. Karena memang ada potion float yang di pop up juga. Namun kita lihat sekarang pemain-pemain dari tim Secret ada yang melakukan push di arah belakang, yaitu dari seorang dispenser, namun Wits mampu untuk mendapatkan kill. Pertukaran kill terjadi, Dimitri situation, namun di arah belakang sana tidak awas juga. Tersisa 1 pemain di arah ke pojokan dan betul saja berhasil diamankan kembali oleh tim Secret.
Asli momentum udah di kantong nih. 5-3, let's go. Saya pride asli, bodo amat. Bias bodoh. Gue pengen lihat saya di playoff. Ayo, buktikan kalau lembur-lembur kita ini worth it. Ayo tim Secret. Oh my god, Vikings. Ya, itu tadi udah mulai desperate push. Dan Vikings sekarang tertinggal 2 angka. Semua belum selesai di sini bagi tim asal Brazil ini. Cuman tim Secret juga nggak boleh lengah. Karena kita tahu kalau lu main rapi tapi lu lengah, lu udah kelar juga.
Yap. Dan Vikings
time out.
harus melakukan time out juga di round kali ini. Dimana memang dari tadi mereka agak sedikit struggle juga. Sudah berbagai cara mereka lakukan untuk mendapatkan poin dan juga post play. Tapi dari tim Secret sendiri mereka sudah mengantisipasi post plan yang akan dilakukan. Mereka nggak ngebiarin post plan itu terjadi karena kita sudah melihat di round kedua atau ketiga mereka melakukan post plan dan itu bener-bener kuat banget. Itu harus diwaspadai.
Ngeri banget ya kan.
Dari itu dari tim Secret nggak mau terlalu
ngeri parah,
biarkan post plan itu terjadi.
Lu tahu nggak sih? Biasanya kita di SEA kita selalu bilang Borkum nih, flanker nih. Kayak kita kalau main ranked pun kalau kita bilang awas belakang, kita nggak ngomong awas belakang, awas Borkum. Bela hard Borkum, ya kan?
Iya.
Tapi ini Borkum nggak ada ngeflanknya sama sekali loh.
Nggak ada.
Dia selalu nge-backup ke arah side, nggak ada maju-majunya sama sekali. Dan dia selalu ngedeliver clutch demi clutch untuk tim Secret. Dan 2 angka itu semua berkat Borkum.
Di Twitch apa kita nonton nih?
Di
Twitch kali ya?
Kalau lihat tadi, itu retake.
Coba kita Twitch saya.
Yang dilakukan oleh tim Secret.
Jujur nih Twitch.
Vikings time out sudah selesai, teman-teman. Silakan dilanjutkan lagi. Oke.
Got any ground off of it. They don't have any A main control. They're just now getting that B main control.
Yeah.
So that should allow them to have some sort of mid-rounding here.
See,
Vikings, each corner, each turn of the map, you know, wall went up. They used the drone, tried to get a frag through it, but Secret doesn't give anything there. So Vikings now need to find another way.
Tadi sih ngeri banget.
Their wall can still be up. They do have the Sage wall from Sadak this time, which is different than last. So maybe the bolster of defense is better.
Look at Team Secret. They're biting. Okay.
30 seconds.
Dubstep, he's going back towards B. They bit initially a little bit, but they're coming back to reinforce this B bomb site.
Slowly walking in.
Dispenser.
Every time the lurk he can read is absolutely ridiculous. The timing, everything from Dispenser starts the round off in favor of Team Secret as the spike is down, and now it's a 3v5 on the retake. The utility's there that was required for Vikings to set this up and make it a possibility.
And time, it's ticking away. Not too much utility on the Viking side. The tap does come through, but only 3 members. Saucy, shock darts are going out.
The peak with the Emperor, the dismiss. You have to be kidding. How cheeky to get in there, making the shot through the Viper's toxic wall work too. Just so many things that Team Secret is using right in these little moments.
Secret
for Vikings.
They're feeling good, Riz.
Gue feeling
They're
ini ya,
feeling real
konsisten
good. That was a beautiful
dia
retake.
ininya ngeri banget kok.
They were pretty low
Yeah.
for Viking side of things if we want to look at the bigger picture, but man, these guys, they've got to be feeling good, especially Dispenser. Just can do no wrong. Finding all the kills on the extremities.
Bumps all around. Look at that, delivering. I got to do 4 from this side because everybody's smiling. No one's left out here. And honestly, Team Secret is playing that strategy over and over again, behind each other, moving forward and seamlessly communicating throughout these rounds. So now take a 3-round lead, not facing too many ults just yet. Sadak off 1 for the res.
And Vikings, they're going to go back to what worked before. Their comfort site at A. All 5 members are here. And again, Wits, this is his aim. He loves this fight, but he gets taken out. That's a frenzy on FRZ's back.
A little bit of a switch up for the Vikings. They don't put anybody up top this time, and it's exactly what Wits was looking for. Borkum takes down FRZ.
Porkum lagi.
How quickly it's just left to Sutekas and Sadak somehow. Obviously they're on the save, but Secret always finding these frags and still having so many alive without losing too much.
Yeah, the movement from Borkum. He's so rewarded for Sadak, but he gets traded out. It's just down to Sutekas, and he gets traded out as well. Whew. Team Secret, Riv, they're having fun. They're jumping around the map, man. When you see them starting to have those KZ moments in the server, just hopping around on the rope, hopping around, those are feel-good signs there.
They really are. Getting to that last moment, stop jumping, get a quick headshot, and back off so your teammate can then do the same. They're on the same page, that's for sure, and that is to take a 2-0 win over Vikings in this scenario. It would be absolutely incredible. As they said themselves, we feel like the underdogs, there's no pressure on us. We said, you're not so much the underdogs anymore, but we can see how confident they're playing, like there is no pressure on their shoulders.
Yeah, and Sadak, he's got a Sage res here. I think GTN, he's going to go extra aggressive here. He's going to try to find some sort of duel for himself on his side of the map so that he can get rezzed, perhaps. And look at Dispenser. Okay, it's Wits this time. Oh, the pinch, Jesse Vash.
Quick frags back and forth. A trade we always expect, but there's the res. This was used last round for Secret. So now VKS gets to bolster their crew a little bit more into that site. Everybody's just going to be sitting in the Viper's pit for now as they know Dubstep is behind. This sorts out the squad of Vikings a little bit. Dispenser again from a spot of being a rat is able to get a few frags from the top side of the site with the rest of Team Secret doing the flanking.
Wits doing a damn good job. But the response for Vikings, FRZ finds one.
They cleaned up the flank. This makes it much more of a possibility here. Dubstep super low. The heal's not there for Dispenser to give him. And now Vikings look to stop the bleeding. And they do right away with a kill onto Dubstep and Dispenser. You can hear the cheers they come out with. It never was a map that was completely going in Secret's favor unless they capitalize on the rest of those rounds. We see a 7-5 and it's anybody's.
Yeah, oh my goodness. These are the moments these guys need to step up, and GTN FRZ absolutely have. That was a 4 versus versus 2. Not only was it a 4 versus 2, they were getting pinched from all angles. 2 members flanking. The Team Secret had 410
Wow,
control
full
as well.
semua, Porco
But
full.
somehow, man,
Reina.
Vikings, they come out on top of those
Jesse.
frags.
Wah,
The one place Vikings has learned they're being punished. Oh, the wall forward. We saw this from Fnatic as well. That one place that Vikings realized they were being punished was the flank. They right that wrong, but now is it going to happen again? They do a great job at opening up the first few frags in that round. Guns for both squads. And the Blade Storm is dropped immediately, but GTN had already dropped a weapon for this round.
Sutekos has found an incredible timing here in Kitchen.
Ulti sih.
Oh, I think Malcolm saw his little head.
Wow.
Goodness, he did see his little head. Sadok just barely catches the shoulder of the Sage on the other side. This is still decent map control for Saucy, but he's got the spike and he's all alone, Riv.
Oh, this is going to get tough here.
Ay, ay, ay.
Yee.
A shot just too late as Dispenser goes for the full walking
Terlalu
swing.
lama.
To check what's going on in tube. Right in the face, Borkum says, I feel like I know what you're going to do. Takes out Sadok before he even has a chance to see that Borkum was there, really. And now up to FRZ. So quickly it comes down to one member on the squad of Vikings as Team Secret continue to push, continue to read, and just thwart any advantage that Vikings could have.
RZ, he's pretty healthy, but he's got to have some incredible shots in 10 seconds out of anything.
10 seconds left.
Yeah,
Skylar.
this is done.
Oof. A nice shot to the air. He says, pull, one jump coming in from Dubstep, but an 8-4 first half. Team Secret looking pretty dominant there, but Vikings again grab a few rounds. Is a few too little.
We'll see, we'll see. It was a beautiful first half for Team Secret. I wouldn't say it's a little dominant, Riv. I would say that was extra dominant.
Extra dominant from Team Secret. It looks like the desk has a little bit to talk about here. Let's see what they have to say.
Thank you very much, guys. It was very dominant indeed for Team Secret, but it felt like it could have been a little bit worse if Vikings weren't able to scavenge some of the rounds that they did end up getting. Kilios, you spoke about how important it was going to be to come out and have a strong start. Secret, they did just that.
Yeah, they absolutely did. I mean, Vikings looking like maybe they were going to be able to make this a little bit of a closer first half. Couldn't quite get to that 7-5. They managed to avoid the 9-3. Yeah, this is just, again, a strong start from Secret. Dubstep is continuing to perform incredibly well, but then Dispenser is really the shining star, I feel like, right now in the first half of this map.
I feel like I'm like at a vending machine and it's just Dispenser just going headshot, headshot, headshot. He's just dispensing out of the bottom of the vending machine. I know you're hating this so much, but there's many
I love it. I
can get out so that I can annoy Achilles as much as possible whilst I have him here. But it's incredible because it was almost like he was ramping up in map number 1. We spoke about him a bit, but for the most part, the spotlight was on Dubstep, and now it looks like Dispenser's like, all right, now it's my time. Step away. I get to go to the forefront, and here I am.
I mean, at what point, Jess, do we start to feel a bit concerned?
I felt concerned last map, Yinsu.
Yeah?
And now I'm into this map.
12 rounds ago, I started feeling a bit concerned.
Yeah, I only knew that one word in Filipino, and that was sorry, and I can only just keep saying sorry over and over and over again to the fans that I had underestimated a roster who was ready to rival today.
Yeah, this is just really rough. I mean, no one in particular is really stepping up. I mean, Saucy, he does look a bit more comfortable now that he shifted over to the Sova. He's had some nice plays. He's gotten some good kills, but it's just very disjointed when you look at this absolute unit of a squad that Team Secret is, the way that they're functioning together. The wheels are coming off right now, it seems, for Vikings.
The wheels are coming off, but I don't feel they're driving the same car they were driving the other day.
Yeah.
And I hate that because this is the elimination match, and Vikings is a good team. The reason both you and I sat here and we put our predictions on them is because we seriously thought that this roster was an incredible roster.
Yeah.
What they had done the other day proved that. Maybe a little bit of a different team today and a different mindset, and that's what's going to disrupt them now. If they can't, reset, it's done.
Yeah, they need to reset. They don't have many chances left. And now, if they want to stay alive in this tournament, let's jump back into the second half with Riv and Potter.
Great point, Desk. I can see why Vikings would be confused if the wheels fell off, because they do not know what wheels are. Vikings never used wheels. I'm sorry, I had to. Looking at Team Vikings, however, here, they do need to put the pressure on. This is something they cannot afford to lose in this second half pistol round. They go with a Sheriff on GTN as well, so protect him and make sure he can be alive for the post plant, if there is one.
Protect him indeed. Interesting recon dart. Vikings reacted immediately though.
Sadok's here to heal him up as soon as he takes a tag. The medic is there.
Medic!
Yeah, he takes the peek.
Oh,
Okay,
look,
they get out safe.
that damage. That was just a fadeaway from
Kok
GTN.
3-1
Borkum,
tok
he's
ya?
gonna get topped off, but man, what a message.
Little plink. He feels it. They start to back off. They're like, okay, there's a sheriff over here. Quick dash forward, dubstep. Never stopping, but FRZ will shut him down in his tracks. Sutekas comes up onto Wits as well, and that's the two duelists down for a retake here. If it can be big. Vikings, oh my word, yes indeed. And another one, no. Almost coming up huge for FRZ there.
FRZ coming up right when the Vikings need him, and that's a cleanup for Jesse Vash. She gets deleted as well, and it all started with FRZ rather, his positioning, right? I mean, you saw Dubstep kind of looking down like, what the hell are you doing there, man? That's my side of the map. He had no idea that FRZ would be that forward, but that's what's so fantastic of having a Reyna and a Jet at this A defense, right? You can allow them to be alone. They've got that dismiss, they've got that dash away. So having those sort of defenses in those forward positions allows those rotations to come earlier than later, especially considering how large this map is. So a strong start for Vikings, and it's exactly what they needed.
Oh, where's the heal coming through on that one? Dubstep goes down immediately. Hey, you can start shutting down Dubstep every round. I'd say that's a great way to start it off, playing into their favor once again. Vikings now have a bit of control. Looks like they'll give Secret a little bit more space just so they can make this Marshall work from across the map.
Yeah, and that drone definitely saw all four members all just congregated in here. You see the rotations are coming through, and even FRZ will have that eventual flank. Spike shot down. Oh no, he gets taken out.
Sheriff still on Borkum, still on Wits. Maybe some big shots from them as Vikings just continues to shut down this attack here from Team Secret.
He got it down, Riv. He got it down.
Nice.
And Wits is gonna find a kill. He might get another. Oh, this is expensive for Vikings.
Oh, FRZ from the side, I was like, you did not just get hit through yellow. Taking a shot. They give this over to FRZ. Empress will be up, moving into this third round of the second half. And a bit of a sheriff buy there from Secret as they said, you know what? We think we can get through with a half buy-in here on our eco. Let's see what happens.
Yeah, I mean, if you're Team Secret here, you are more than happy with how that round went down, especially considering coming into this next round, they're just going to have straight up the better buy, no matter how you put it.
Chaos on your screen there. They're feeling good. Vikings maybe just switching it up.
Yeah, look at this. They have to save even though they won the round. So unfortunate for Vikings. Team Secret's going to come out with the obvious better weaponry. Look at GTN, he's so aggressive.
That spike call you said getting down to
putting
money in the hands of Team Secret. Is it going to count a little bit more though? Oh, GTN almost shuts that down. They're all just pushing forward. Viking says, let's figure out how much info we can get out of this round, and they just find the barrel of Team Secret at every turn once they make it out of the toxic stream.
Sutekas is gonna say, okay, fine, I'll take the orb at least, okay? Let me have this one at least. Sazi's gonna do a little bit of damage, but he gets taken out as well. Says, thank you very much, I'll take the free kill. And that's a round on the board and a clean one. Considering how dangerous that looked. GTN, I love that sort of aggression. And again, these Vikings guys, I mean, that's how they're gonna have to get back into this one, right? I mean, just throw your head, shoot your shot, see what happens. And GTN was almost rewarded for it.
And I love the fact that you brought up Secret did so much damage with those sheriffs, right? Making Vikings have to ride quite a bit that round. It's weird.
Timingnya turun.
4 seconds here before we jump into round 16. Does Secret grab enough of the momentum to keep this going? Weapons now in the hands of Vikings. You'll feel that. Good thing you can pick it up as of quite a bit ago.
Yeah, Borkum will be thinking thinking Riot for that one. It's like, wait, who's he gonna think? Okay. Things have slowed down in this round, Riv. Things have slowed down a lot. As Team Secret, I think it probably is just a read. I mean, Vikings have been pretty aggressive thus far in this half, and Team Secret are just waiting and biding their time to punish any sort of shenanigans in case Vikings try to re-aggress here.
Yeah, if that's a precedent they're going to set, that Vikings pushes out all the time, Secret will sit back, set up a bonfire and hang out and spawn where they buy guns for a little. Nice drone forward, but actually the timing on this could hurt them.
Yeah.
Because that's a lot of info that Sase thinks he just grabbed.
Yeah, I mean, okay. The defenders, nobody's budging though.
Right, nobody
so that's
had
good.
moved.
That's definitely good. FRZ's popped his ultimate. Oh, this FRZ's gonna either have a clip. He's gonna have to come up huge here.
Nobody's peeked
The
his side
dart!
yet.
No!
Almost enough. Nobody peeked the side. All of Secret staying together in a right side 3-man rush. They're going to get the spike down now. Sutekas doesn't find anything from Jenny right away.
Oh,
and
bisa
now
naik ya berarti tadi.
Borkum picks up the
Kotak kecil
first
itu
one
bisa
into
naik ke atas.
5v3.
Team Secret, their post is going to be so strong here. Saucy, he's going to have to come up huge. Heroic plays are needed from Vikings here. 3 versus 5 in the post. Wins, he finds GTN.
Oh my god, the patience of this round just gave Vikings so much false information. They felt secure at A, they rotate, and then Secret takes the site. Is it enough? As Saucy does what he can to add more damage at 3 HP. He needs to leave, trying to prevent anybody else from getting out of the site. Oh, Dubstep gets on top. Oh no, he's actually on the back. Sorry, I was looking at Boyle. That's just Jesse Bash, but Dubstep rotating around the back of A. They will not allow Vikings any guns.
Beautiful stuff. I love that relentless chase there at the end. Just sending a message, not letting anyone survive. No guns are going to go into the next round for Vikings. And FRZ certainly had a moment where he might have been able to come up huge, but that drone tag, man. Team Secret, they've got everything covered.
Pushing forward. Actually, just with the leer there, they all throw themselves out into the open. Very Team Secret-like to be backing each other up with a band photo down that B-long. And they move forward together. Dispenser from this position changed an entire round himself. Can FRZ do the same? It is the bait.
Oh, FRZ is good for one, but
he doesn't know.
Yellow lah.
That's how
Yellow
fast
bahaya
Secret
itu,
is
Cok.
moving too. Oh, it's just surround
Buat
the members of the
defendernya.
Vikings when they think they've only been in the 1v1 for a moment. There's the res coming up onto Jesse Vash, making it that much more of an advantage here to bring the 11th round in favor of Team Secret.
Interesting res. Better safe than sorry for sure for Team Secret, but either way, Vikings, they'll be happy to even get a kill
Nggak kena
here.
dia mundur, Cok.
They have committed
Tiran nggak
with the
kayak
purchase
gitu
in this
aja.
round as well, Riv. They really want to get away with more than just saving. Oh,
Line up-nya.
They know.
Oh.
Almost seeing that do a double headshot there.
Masih
Make
dapet.
Need to catch your breath for a moment. 11-6, one off of that
Tim
game
Secret
point,
mantap.
very reminiscent of our first half. You would love to see Vikings put up the fight here. It does not seem like the team we have seen throughout the past few days.
Yeah, it's unfortunate, right? Because you can see that the ideas are clearly there, right? The clever plays coming out, Saucy, just dedicated to the cause. You saw that he was at yellow, and he died for his homie in FRZ. He wanted to set up FRZ,
so
tee
good.
him up for some sort of multi-kill, some sort of heroic moment, but unfortunately, they just... Team Secret, they're just too damn good right now, Riv. They're immediately responding, and not only that, they're grouped up perfectly. The spacing is good, and sure, sometimes Reyna's, they can have a party for themselves, you know, in those moments, but if your opponent is that tight-knit and they've got a pack leader mentality and they're just quick to the trigger and they've got that trade immediately, things just get so much more challenging.
It does. And with the leer there, playing it, or I'm sorry, yeah, the Smith there you could have used rather. just did not come to fruition as Secret encroached onto the site so quickly. Right before we went to this timeout, Potter, I did see GTN finally grab that operator.
Okay.
Maybe it's the saving grace.
Yeah.
It's been slowing down here for the side of Secret, and if people are coming around the corner slow, pop them with an op if you're holding that angle. Move around, be omnipresent. It's something that Vikings forewent in the first half. They said just Vandals, just Phantoms, but this time they're going to rely on it.
Yeah, it's gonna have to come up huge. Look at these line of sights for these Vikings guys. Do you think they want to take a fight here, Riv? They certainly do. All three members taking a look at that belt. They do not want to allow
Say
Team Secret to have
cheese.
that control. And look, all members of Team Secret are here as well.
Ooh, there's one trade. All right, operators found out. Now they know. He lives throughout this, right? He lives throughout this, right? That's one. Okay, the op stays alive, but FRZ goes down. Team Secret has a bit of an advantage here coming back through. Beautiful double tag, possibly a third, but he's going to be splitting the uprights on that one and misses another. Oh my word, tags of damage on both sides. Operator set back up for GTN just on the top side of the Raptor. They know where the op is now. The ultimate comes down. Borkum literally throws himself in there just to ult and help out what Sadak had to do, or sorry, what Dispenser is doing.
Yeah, right in the nick of time too, because now Dispenser at least has some cover for himself to survive after he gets the spike down. That's a huge pickup for GTN. Only 3 members alive in this post.
Things are getting toxic in a double ultimates coming up. Sadak with a huge frag there. Borkum on 1 HP as he's just been drained down. Trying to get the running shots in. I don't think it's going to be enough. Defuse starts to come down. Sutekas! Oh my word, they come in! You have to be kidding me. Going up to half. Defuse is in. That's going to be what they needed. So touch and go for a moment like that when it seems like they should just be able to lock it down.
Dispenser was just staring into the wall and just hoping and praying, staying clenched and saying, if I can't see them, they can't see me, and just biding his time. And at least he gets away with one, at least, right? And don't get me wrong, this was a challenging post plan. I believe it was a 2 versus 4.
Yeah.
So either way, Dispenser is happy with that one. And Vikings, hey, it's got to start somewhere, Riv, and they're able to make this retake work.
And the operator came up big. A few shots were able to cancel out what Team Secret was doing. GTN keeps with that. The Blade Storm is there. Even better now if he gets put in a tight spot and he has to just get himself out with knives.
Dubstep feeling confident. And, this is one of the things that Team Secret, they've been having a grand old time in this B main. It seems like they've been getting the control that they want. Not a lot of contention from Vikings.
They dodge the operator to start. Going to be in Team Secret's favor. They have a lot of utility there to deal with, however, from Sutekas, so they're not going to be encroaching just yet. Movement from Dispenser, and the plant goes down.
Borkum. He's kind of stuck in no man's land. He's got to be wary of FRZ pushing through A main, but Dubstep finds an opening. And another one.
When the op comes out to play, it does indeed. That was the last round for Vikings, but Dubstep says no, like this. Just like this. He takes down 3 right away to start off that B site, looking to put this game on the edge. Wits with another frag onto Sutekas, and now FRZ left alone. It just seems like they're losing so many members before they're able to really put anything into formation to retake the site, to execute on a plan that they want. Team Secret continues to dissect Vikings.
Beautiful hit, beautiful hit. Everyone just so healthy as well at the end of this round. FRZ, he's late to the party, but as it should be, right? He started off in A site. He had to clear all of A and outside A main to be able to get this retake going, and by the time he makes it towards mid, his entire team has already been wiped out. So feels bad for FRZ certainly, and Team Secret, they're just dominating. They have all of B main control round after round for free.
Dubstep, what a series so far, showing up left and right. Smiles still on the face of this Team Secret squad, and again playing like there is no pressure on their shoulders whatsoever. So fluid in what they're doing. Sight hits aren't even second guessed, they continue to go, and it looks like it's going to be on A this time. 3 members of Vikings are ready for this.
Dispenser being so aggressive. He's gonna go ahead and get the orb for himself. All 5 members of Team Secret are here at A, and pretty soon, actually, all 5 members of Vikings are going to be here as well. Still a minute and 15 left, though.
What a good spot for Secret to be in, as they can just play time versus Vikings. How are you going to play against this pressure? A few rounds to deal with. 12 to 7. There's not too many there. But you definitely don't have to give the full respect to the team you're playing against when you can kind of just start seeing what they're doing, how they're playing. It's like Team Secret has the read the whole time. And this time, Vikings might have it. It's just Sadak over at B.
Yeah, no, Vikings, they definitely have a pretty good idea that the hit is going to be at A. Team Secret, they're just going to bide their time. Okay, it looks like Dispenser and Wits, they're sticking to the left side. The timing for GTN, he gets damaged out.
What a peek, what a little dart trick there to get the eyes off of the angle. FRZ on Dispenser. Another dismiss peek coming in. This time it doesn't bring as much, and that's going to be FRZ going down. Wits picks up 2 there as he gets himself back into a safe position. He went all the way around the backside of the site and now to the front. They didn't expect him at Maze.
10 seconds left.
Sadak, this timing is going to be everything. Dubstep just barely sees his little shot. Oh my god, and the dagger is just wiping him out. You can hear it from him, Team Secret, what it means to these guys.
You may have questioned what this team could do internationally since we missed them at Masters 3, but there's no question now. Team Secret eliminate Vikings and put themselves into the quarterfinals.
FRZ, man, what an absolute beast coming out. Unfortunate for him and his squad, but Team Secret, man, they just, it seems like they just could do no wrong in this series, Riv. Looking back at map 1, Dispenser just being everywhere at the same time in map 2, just all the right moves, all the right reads, and the stopping the aggression coming out of Vikings anytime they tried to make a move was key for Team Secret.
When you play like that, every team's gonna have to be looking. They really only made a few mistakes on the side of Team Secret.
Versus
just Psalms, actually.
I found this in my grandfather's living room.
Kita masih nonton kah? Oh iya.
I thought they were better too, but it looked
Cowok
like
facecamnya bagus banget, cowok.
yeah. Like,
Anjing.
did you see that? Like, he was cheering
Ini
right
facecam
there.
apa, cowok? Bagus banget,
Nobody
cowok.
else there didn't give a fuck.
Yeah, look how calm and
Tuh kayak
cool
gini,
and
cowok.
patient
Wah,
as well in those
the
clutches,
best.
man.
Yeah,
This guy,
yeah,
he's got
it
ice
was
in
weird.
his
Like, their
veins,
mental
just
was so.
Ini
that pistol, Borkum. My
Tuh.
goodness, it's just
orang-orang kayak gini di facecamnya ngeri-ngeri, cowok. Kapan Dani bisa beli facecam kayak gitu ya? Ya kita Valorant dulu ya. Best. Banget gitu, kenapa ya orang kayak gitu. Nah habis ini kok PC misalnya nah. Ngeri-ngeri orang-orang ini, ngiri-ngiri. Kamu jadi judul-judulku sekarang jadi ini ya, jadi kena bintang-bintang ya, berkelas saja S, jadul jadi S. Alah. kita praktekin ya kan, yang tadi di kompe kita praktekin ya. Yang kompe, yang turne kita praktekin di turne, di kompe. Streaming di mana sih? Juga ada yang nonton pagi-pagi nih. Di Buyah, hui. Buyah. Ini di Buyah kan aku streamingnya bener kan? Buyah, iya loh. Enggak ada. Iya loh, di Buyah loh, ada loh aku loh. Tuh. Di Buyah, aku nonton di Buyah nih. Tuh. Buyah, enggak ada. Maksudnya gak ada yang nonton gitu. What the fuck? Kesuspend ya? Oh. Aku kalau streaming siang, sore lah ya, masih ada orang sih yang nonton Cok, daripada streaming malam-malam. Iya, mending malam ya, mending malam. Tuh, error kah ini?
Match found.
Gak tahu ya. Bismillah, bulan depan beli mic ya. Gak jelek mic-nya, suaranya. Aku nonton replay tuh jelek banget ya suaranya.
You have good taste, my friend.
Kayaknya daerah yang error Cok, sama ini tuh, sama apa namanya, sama Buyahku ini. Kalau aku nonton di tempat yang lain gitu kak ada nama aku Cok, gak tahu nama. Heran aku. Tuh kalau subuh lo pakai close bagus so 2. Kalau nggak jadi bagus lah.
That's a good spot.
You long. Long. They're going elbow. Careful, behind you, Viper. Elbow A1.
Short. A short. Back low.
Spike down B. Blocking sight.
CT.
I'm too low for this shit.
Last player standing.
75 on him. 75. Nice.
I do like winning. That works.
Spike down A. One enemy remaining.
KO, you are so industrial, it's a good look. But if you need something more upscale, I have many ideas. A gift. All set up. Out of range. Teleport's ready.
Knife deployed.
Long. One shot.
Window.
Spike planted.
Suppressing.
Player standing.
Nice try, boy.
I got your backs. Just, you know, from the front.
That's a good spot.
Get out of my way!
That works. There they are.
Down B. Last
Hookah.
player standing.
Dia top.
Spike planted. Enemy remaining. You say something? Sorry, ear's still ringing.
A gift. We should do.
Watch this!
They are so dead. Out of range. They found my trap.
You are powerless.
Spike planted.
Enemy spotted A.
Last player standing. One enemy remaining.
Oh.
Oh, surrounded by minha família. We won't lose.
That's a good spot.
Keep up.
All set up.
They're long.
Out of range. Teleport ready.
Player standing. Spike planted.
Flashbang. Flash. Obstacle removed.
We got this.
This is go A, go A.
That works. Out of charges. Teleport's ready.
Hookah.
I have
Two. B. Long on. Dapat arrow tuh.
far.
One roof on.
One enemy remaining.
Left.
Copy on.
We're here because we're the best. Don't any of you forget that. Reloading.
Does anyone have funds?
Sorry.
Yeah.
This is gonna be fun.
Need a drop.
Enemy spotted A.
A gift.
Subs long.
Buka.
Last player standing.
Oh, 100.
No one will remember them.
That's a good spot. We should be. Almost ready. They are so dead.
Spike planted. Last player standing.
Wind, show me where to go.
Bangsat.
That works.
You
Get out of my
are
way!
powerless.
All set.
You will not kill my allies!
Spike planted. One enemy remaining.
Reloading.
A gift.
Let's go B. I have anti.
That's a good spot.
Go.
Mas,
Woi,
belum tidur, baru bangun
baru
kah?
main. Ini kau.
Apa?
Baru main.
Baru bangun juga atau gimana?
Baru bangun. Kenapa bro?
Kagak. Ya nggak apa-apa gue. Nggak apa-apa. Pengen masuk aja.
Main kah?
Solo anjir kalah.
Mau main kah?
Solo gua lagi jelek kayaknya.
Sama. Rank lo apa sih?
Di silver 23 turun silver 2 aku. Wah.
Ayo.
Apa? Hah?
Ayo.
Lagi jelek gua, Mas. Aimnya
maybe.
ntar silver.
I thought it was
Pasti gold kah?
Gold 2 kayak gua turun nih.
Use everything you have. We lose it anyway.
Ya, gak apa-apa lah solo dulu.
Kalau dulu aja masih 1 juga.
Ya, solo aja lah.
That works. In we go.
Aku live 2 jam aja.
Kenapa? Tumbenan.
Enggak. Tadi udah, cuman ya pengen kehitung 2 jam aja dulu sekarang.
Bilang.
Bang, ya.
Main Laksa udah tidur kali ya.
Kerja kayaknya dia.
Oh.
Fire in the hole!
Spek drop. Bilang.
Down B.
Spek drop.
One enemy remaining.
Spike's here.
Nggak ngomong.
Apa?
Switching sides.
Nggak ada temanku di Discordku, cuman dia nggak ngomong.
Terus suruh kesini aja nggak ngomong.
Oh iya, dia lagi wah pantas aja dia main lagi main RP.
Nah, biasanya pakai yang gold 2 pakai yang satunya. Yang satunya gold berapa ya? Gold 1 apa gold 2 ya? Gue lupa lagi.
1.
Kalau sama gold 2 yang mending ini aja.
Kalah berapa? 1, 2.
Ada Chandra tuh kayaknya.
Bang belum tidur ya? Udah tidur kayaknya dia.
Reloading. Enemy spotted B.
Tidur dia.
That's a good spot.
Buka.
Spike down.
Kadang.
Race it to the spike sites.
Ada mau ngeras semua, kata ya.
Astaga, 3 match split. Ilham ini. Ntar ya, nggak mau ajak teman aku dulu. Kau kesini Ilham.
that works.
Reloading. Reloading.
Thank you, flashnya. Okay.
Spike down B.
Nice.
Player standing.
If I power down, restart me. You leave me for scraps, I'll kill you.
Mau naik 3 jadal, mau naik plat ya jadal lawannya.
Shutting them down.
Long.
Enemy remaining.
Wait.
What?
You're up. Stay safe. We're going back home.
Harus ya langsung.
Reloading.
Jadi kena harus mulu.
Let's choke them.
Okay.
No one walks away. Shutting them down.
Lawan.
Our spike carrier is killed.
Spike down A.
Cok. Mana gituan, Cok?
Okay, we know the drill. Stick to your roles and we'll crush it.
Hey guys. Okay.
They are so dead. Reloading.
That's a good spot.
Reloading.
Combat active.
Spike down A. Last player standing. Match point.
They're going to scatter from my stuff.
Ah, main opo ini.
That works.
Last player standing. Defenders win.
Mana si Nopul tadi? Tolong dong. Aduh. Mana tadi Nopul? Apa namanya? Kita cari Nopul dulu ya, bentar ya. Malah main kayak bangsat Nopul.
Spike planted.
Aduh, di atas renanya.
Last player standing.
Pada mati loh, Cok. Iya, aku main segame. Main segame, Mas. Bentar, Mas.
Facecam
Tadi
itu
bilang 47.
Facecam, ntar kena ban lo kamu.
Ah, facecam.
Iya.
Ngantuk gua.
Ya mungkin daripada ada ini hilang ke ban.
Udahlah. Udah. Lihat muka ngantuk anjir.
Ya telah, kamu main dulu kalau gitu.
Iya. Aku ke itu dulu ya, ke teman bentar.
Ya. Udah mulai belum? Ini. Twitch. Dua menit lagi. Nunggu aja ya, nggak sampai aja. Kita nunggu aja. 2 menit lagi, Cok. Udah kan 2 menit ngobrol-ngobrol. Terus hancur, ngobrol-ngobrol habis itu, wah. Kita lihat schedule dulu ya. Mana? Bawah. Sekarang tanggal 8 tuh. Mana 8-nya? Loh. Tanggal 7 dong. Nih, 7 apa 8 sih? Ini kemarin ini. Ini barusan. Nah, ini nih sekarang. Extend sama NP ya.
I found this in my
Extend NP. Besok tanggal 9 ya. Lusa ya, kalau udah ini kelar lusa main tanggal 9. Tanggal 10 per... Ini udah perempat ya. Finalnya di sini. lumayan main. Ya. Wah. Kusuk.
Welcome back to Champions for the final match of the group stage. It's X10 on one side, it's Envy on the other. We've already got the maps locked in, and in the best possible way, we're looking at a unique map veto for these teams in the rematch. It will be Icebox for us to kick things off here with map number 1. One that X10 found tremendous success on yesterday against Vivo Keyed to earn themselves this rematch to begin with. And in doing so, showed us a very interesting look when it came to those agent compositions. But of course, this time around, Envy should expect that. They should know what's coming, and so I just have more questions about how they in turn will respond.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of questions. I think they've got to look out for Scary on Icebox, on that Viper. So many times Scary found himself on the back lines, so patient with his flanks, right? So definitely Envy, they've got a good idea of it. And again, it's going to come down to those mid-round moves, the individual decision makings. Who's going to step up and not allow these kinds of shenanigans from Patafan?
Yeah, we'll see if they've, done their homework, if they've been studious enough to try to piece it all together. I mean, we're expecting to see a similar composition. Right now we see the highlight, to wait for the lock-in. And there you go. So it's going to be Sushi back on the Jet with Pattypan on the Reyna.
But you match it.
Yeah.
Double duelist for double duelist here on the side of Envy. Finesse said they are going to double down on their homework coming into this series. And so this is what their homework has led them to. We'll see if it leads them to success as well.
No Sage for the side of Envy, so it's going to be interesting to see how they try to get some of these setups, especially on attacks over on the A side. A lot of times you see that corner plant coming in, get the Sage wall up. It's not really going to be possible without that Sage wall.
Alrighty, well, I'm receiving word that the teams are already ready to jump into the server, so we're going to waste no time to get into our final qualification match. We've got Mitch and Tom on the call, and they're standing by to take it away.
Thank you so much, Dash. Yes, we are ready to jump right into this game. And Tom, I am excited to close out the groups here today.
I like the necklace. Is it in case I forget your name?
Yeah, so what does it say there? He can't read. I'm sorry about that. Listen, that explains a lot of the player pronunciations across this tournament.
Santai banget ya bisa lihat casternya. Dunia loh ini, caster dunia loh, santai banget aku.
But I know what's happening in the game at least. As we're about to jump on into Icebox. X10 versus Envy. Last game of the group stage, and one of these teams, sadly, is going to go home by the end of today.
Okay. Sushi Boy's almost trying to bait them in a little bit with an updraft initially, but not going to be finding too much, at least for now. Again, we got to talk about that Sageless comp in just a moment. It's something that Envy have been running for quite a while, but normally they have a raise in there, or at least they have been running it with a raise just to be able to have those few extra paint shells, a lot of opportunities to deny plants. Now, I feel like Victor's going to potentially be a little bit more aggressive here in these sort of rounds, because now he can't do that so much.
This is a bit of a poor start for Envy. They really wanted this to be an A-hit with a 4-player stack. They've lost Marved as well, so, I mean, the wall wasn't really put down for a retake. Looks like a bit of misuse of that Viper utility in the early round. They wanted to try and test that B main. They lose that. Couple of players falling, but FNS does a good job of pulling it back into even numbers before going down. Victor getting shock darted out of this round, and it's left all onto Ye. He doesn't know about the flank, but Cruz completely whiffs and gives him an opportunity still. The time is quite low, the spike ticking away, and Ye is going to try to bait them into open combat. Sushi Boys clears the spike, knows they're not on it, and the round is already over. He'll even take a headshot just to close that one out. 1-0 for the underdogs of X10.
Yeah, for sure. I think we talked about this in the previous series, saying that we've seen a lot of good stuff from X10 in terms of their preparation and their almost change-ups in a lot of the comps we saw previously. One of them is on Icebox, like bringing in the Jet of Sushi Boy is definitely going to change things, or change the dynamic, at least, for this squad. What I will say though is I feel like in comparison to the Vivo Key match, I feel like they're much heavier underdogs here. They've already lost to this team, which sure they're going to learn a lot. They've now got a victory under their belt, which could build them into the tournament, Mitch, but I still feel like they have a long way to go.
Yeah, most definitely. The thing I love about X10 is the fact that they don't put the pressure on themselves. You heard it about the Vivo Key, like, yeah, we didn't really expect to beat them. It's like, all right, cool. But they made it here for a reason, and now they're looking to book themselves that spot in the quarters. When we look at this round, we're not expecting too much trouble from Envy, but they have got a bit of a ratty setup around mid. Currently 4 players here looking to take some duels. It starts with FNS on the corner, while either himself or Victor who's peeking out and just trying to spot them as they come on over. If X10 decide to push up here, they could lose a lot of weapons. In fact, it looks like Envy want to take the fight to them. They're going to be rushing it down, and not a successful start to those duels.
No, patient play again from X10, just waiting for the aggression. He just runs straight through the snake line. Doesn't do as much damage as you might think. It's more the vulnerability that can cause you issues. So you turn your back for a second. FNS going to take that all day long. He's actually not that far away from a early knockdown as well. However, the rest of the round's looking a little cleaner. I'm still looking at Ye, and that's why. That is also why. Don't let this man take individual fights. He will pop your face.
Yeah, that's a damn good start for Envy in this round with just the damage they've done. It's already a huge success. Ye doesn't want to save this weapon. If he manages to pick up one of the... no, not even. Like, I think the Bulldog's still in Sushi Boy's hands. You just want to try to either get a kill and dive into that spike afterwards to die in combat as it is.
But yeah, for him at this point, dying in combat would be better just for the ultimate orb. Like, get yourself closer to the Blade Storm. He's now only 2 orbs away, which going into a buy round, really not going to be that difficult for someone like you. So I don't think that's too much of a problem. And, well, 2-0 now for X10. That was a very costly round. So I'll see how much they're actually going to invest into this one.
Yeah, I think this is a round that there's going to be a lot of debate on that side about, do you want to invest fully and just go all in on this round? After losing so many players, you might not be left with that much of a choice. That is
so dirty.
Absolutely gorgeous. You see both of those shots as well chained together so quickly. And remember, Ye's only 2 away from Blade Storm, and they're coming into a full buy. So honestly, like, this situation looks very strong for Envy. They have definitely set up the early rounds, even though they've lost them, they've ended up in a better position. And you look at X10, they have invested quite a bit.
Such a sick replay team. I believe it's still Joey doing it. I might just be giving him credit for things he's not doing, but if it is, who's getting everything in the background.
And if it isn't well done, doing it. Yeah.
Tell me.
We're not just going to praise it if it's Joey. If you're not Joey, well then you didn't do a great job.
Tell me who it is, and maybe I'll remember for next time. This is a fast plant though. Very aggressive push coming in onto the site, and Victor managed to find the opener. He does get out there with a dismiss. He's back up. Sure, there's a few weaker weapons here, but he's getting away with murder.
Yeah, this has been a good start for X10 with the plant, but they really need to find some kills if they want to walk out of this round with smiles on their faces. And it's going to be Patapan to open it. Oh, they've even got a shock dart kill. This could be fantastic. Down to the 1v2. Spike still to be defused, but with Sushi Boys falling, the round will at least go to Envy. Still, they lost a lot more than they would have wanted, considering that was their full buy.
Okay, it's not Joey, it's Bass. There you go.
I can't believe you just done Bass like that.
Yeah, I'm sorry,
praising
Bass.
Joey all tournament long.
Bass is the boss.
Joey sat at home with a hot chocolate in his lap going, I am doing a great job,
Maybe a
Tom.
chocolate
Thank
milk.
you. Got be a chocolate milk. Yeah, nothing wrong with that. Nothing better than a chocolate milk in the morning, I'll say that.
But yeah, fast plant coming in. Not a bad round all in all. I don't think either team are going to be too unhappy with that, but a plant and a couple of kills for X10. And now they come in. It's still a few weaker weapons. So you've got a Spectre coming through onto Cruz, so it does give a slight advantage over to Envy. But they also have a couple of pretty impactful ults.
Yeah, you win this one here for X10, there's no cash left on Envy. There's going to be a Blade Storm next round for Ye and stuff like that, so they can still scrap together a buy, but certainly a good recovery in that previous round. Let's see what they can do now. Looks like they're taking a lot of liking towards this A site. Going to be moving in here quickly. Hunter's Fury deployed to destroy that lockdown plant. Going to come through. This is a solid early round yet again. We need to see Envy's response.
Yeah, we've had the sort of back and forth of the lockdown combined, and Victor's going to peek back in. Again, Scary gets caught. That's his utility down with him.
It's a big kill, actually. Taking down that wall, taking out the poison orb and post-plant play. Also going to make those shock darts from Foxy a little bit More difficult to use. Oh my God, Cruz! He's just ran out for the duels with Padapan backing him up, and the kills swing massively in favor of X10. They don't need a plan setup. They took the fight to them.
Guess that's how you use a Spectre. Just get up in the face of your opposition. I don't think there's too many players that just go swinging into a player who's got Empress and just like, I've got this, I'm going to win you on the sheer DPS coming through.
He also
but, hey.
peeked it. He peeked it once, saw them, went back, and then went, oh, screw it.
They won't expect me to do
Padapan,
this.
there's 2 of them here, let's kill them, let's just go. I love the
feel like I'm
confidence.
getting the flashbacks of what they were doing on the defensive side last time, where they were just like, we're just going to charge you, and if you can stop that, maybe then we'll come up with something else. And if you can't stop that, we'll probably still keep doing this anyway.
Yeah, look, it was a plan that definitely worked. We saw them again and again just come out with aggressive plays and not really find a solution to it. Envy are, this time, stacked up towards the B side with their pistols. X10 making their way over towards this side of the map, and they've spotted quite a lot of players. They're going to lose Cruz and the Spike, and they're taking a little bit of damage as well. Padapan down to just 70 HP, and got to be very careful not to get too much here. Envy already have a decent start, but luckily, not much more will come their way with Crashies left on a Classic.
Yeah, they're getting actually Foxy as well. I believe he used his Hunter's Fury just last round. He's already back up to 6 orbs.
Yeah, not bad. Eco farming up those frags,
That's absurd. Like, he's so close to just getting another one because he used it basically to just counter FNS a round ago. So, yeah, not bad at all. 4-1 in favor of X10. And yeah, I'm now waiting for that response because all we've really seen so far is a bonus round victory from Envy. This is a map again that I feel like it's not one of their strongest necessarily in the pool, but they have proven that they can face off against top teams within the region. Like we've seen them in the past, like play versus the like of 100 Thieves and beat them. They beat Crew last time around as well, and Vivo Keyed, although we can say the same for X10. So it's definitely not a bad map. I'm more so worried that, as I said, X10 didn't even expect to be in this matchup. So you kind of almost look at Envy now and go, well, you kind of almost should be dominating.
I'm gonna ask you, at what stage does Marv just stop putting down this wall? Either that or they need to have a better solution to the aggression from X10. Round on round, they're able to push up on B, updraft dash for the top control, and Marv is just out of there conceding the control. The wall is useless. If you put it down for retake, it's different, but where it is right now, it's serving them no value in the early round.
Is it a dual purpose, though, just to try and get mid? Because you look at all the way, it goes all the way through, and it looks like they're almost trying to push mid, and then the walls elsewhere is almost just bait, so that they're not looking at it. But I don't know. I agree. I think it hasn't had enough success that it's worth it. And, well, the fact is, even though they had almost this surprise factor in middle, it doesn't make a difference if the shots are not connected.
Yeah, it's a big problem with Ye missing the op shot. Now you're going to have X10 just blitzing in towards this B side. Again, X10 playing with the Sage. They have a lot more cover when they move towards it. You saw the wall save for this actual push-up. Now they're going to go for the plants. Avoiding all this utility first, though. Baiting at the Hunter's Fury even. That's now looking for some targets around yellow. Trying to grab a few tags. The Spike going down yet again. Wall broken. And out in the open. Cruz is taking damage. Scary does well to at least trade it back and put it into this 4v2. Look how low Cruz is. Still has a res online if it's needed, but they are losing players. And with the HP being so low, they need to be very, very careful as Envy look to push back in. That Spike is planted perfectly, though. It is out in the open. Marv, though, catching one. Viper's pit online, and they're going to go for the defuse, bait them into the fight. Marv takes another. The res comes in. Down goes Cruz, and it's all onto the rest of Sushi Boys. He has got that Blade Storm to play with if he wants to try to get inside. Oh, he gets close, and he'll get him in the end. I think there's not enough time for this defuse to come through. It's going to be down close.
I think he might just
about. He has it.
Just about, yeah. He's going to get it through.
1 second.
A second left on the clock, but that was damn close. Like the res bringing a player back at them, killing off the person doing the res, but not quite being able to kill off Sushi Boys. Damn close, but it's still going to be the round for Envy. The worry I have, Mitch, is the fact that they not only committed an awful lot in terms of ultimates, like we've seen them pop the Hunter's Fury, they had to use the Viper's Pit in the retake. They also only survived with one player, right? So their economy is also going to be very close to being in the bin. So although the round does go to Envy, it's a break back at least. They're in a similar scenario of what we saw before, where I don't know how good their purchase is going to be.
Sushi Boy's even, he has that Blade Storm, but he's not going to be using it up here, keeping it maybe situationally for a little bit later on. As we roll into this with Envy's second round again, we'll see that same wall coming out of them again. X10 just pushed them off that control in the first couple of seconds, and that utility really doesn't seem to be paying off for them in a lot of these scenarios. I feel like we'll see that adjustment a little bit later on, or maybe just more of an idea behind it. I like this idea, spamming on through, looking to take them down, but Scary follows the tracers.
Any way you can spam, I can spam back. And while they need this kill, Scary, it's another one. FNS is dropped, and this is almost starting to look like a safe scenario. They need something incredibly quickly, otherwise it's not going to work out. Marv, he has managed to kill off Padipan, and if they get this kill on the flank, it could completely turn the round in his head, but you just see it instantly from Foxy. He's like, you know what, okay, you can come to me.
Yeah, and they're going to have that wall back up online in a second. If they wanted to put it up, that could have been dangerous. Yeah, you got a little peek out, but they're just delaying, just running that clock down. Bladestorm popped right now. You can see they're a little bit scared on the X10 side, but they have no need to be. It's a save out of Envy, and only Ye will survive, if even. As he runs away with that operator, you can see there's a couple of players chasing him down. And I'm looking at Cruz, thinking about taking that peek around in towards the spawn. It'll be dangerous for Ye, but they have avoid it. They don't want to get picked off by the off and give a weapon away. 5-2, and I'm really seeing a big problem here, Tom. The A side has been easy for X10 to take. They've overrun it in the early round, and the B side has been next to no hold for Envy.
That's the thing. The last few rounds, they've almost just pushed straight into B. Like, they haven't had any resistance. I almost wonder if Envy are sort of playing those mind games of just going, they won't go B again. They won't go B again. And so they haven't really stacked up any defense, and because they don't have that retake wall, it becomes reliant on those duels. And we saw in this round with the Vipers pit down, they were basically just hoping that somebody would face. And okay, in a couple of scenarios they did, but it just hasn't really worked out. The other thing is they've basically completely avoided Ye. Other than that one fight that was taken in mid, he's having to try and retake with an operator or just fly through the air with his Bladestorm, neither of which have worked.
No, and that's going to be a massive problem as well from the confidence perspective of Ye. He's going to be looking to change things up to try and open up space, because when you're a Jet operator player and you're just not getting those opportunities, this is where you need to start thinking, okay, do I push mid? Well, actually, we've seen him try that. Okay, do I play more passive around the A side? You've seen that, but it's just been B again and again and again in these last couple of rounds from X10. There's so many problems here for Envy that I'm not surprised a pause is called through. They need to figure out that A hold, and they need to figure out the B hold. Problem with that is, that's the whole map. So they call this pause to really gather their thoughts and change their approach coming into this.
I do wonder now, though, after so many rounds in a row, if we're just going to see, firstly, Envy just set up Ye as like a turret on B, which looks likely. And I was going to say, my second point was, are X10 just going to rush A, which it looks like they will. Which, to be honest, you have to play that game of bluff. Do you just keep doing what you were doing after the pause and just go, they won't expect us to do it again? Or do you go, no, let's switch it now.
If you remember, that's exactly what X10 did. You remember the last game we saw? It was like A 4 times they pushed it, and we're like, oh, they called a pause, now they won't push. They pushed. It's like right away, they were just going for it. I love that approach. Well, X10 are changing it up, looking for the A side early, and it's been spotted. You know, they haven't been leaving any lurkers around this side of the map, so when that recon gets destroyed, you're instantly thinking, okay, there's a bunch of players here. They're also getting that information. Envy have started to rotate Ye around, but he won't be here on time. Again, it's going to potentially be a retake for him, because of course his teammates on site only got pistols to play with, and well, they're lucky to stay alive there. FNS is still going to walk away with a good bit of damage, even a double kill with a classic on the site. How has he gotten away with this? Crashes in with a double of his own, and all that's left is Foxy. This is absolutely unbelievable. A round that you would be completely right to count Envy out of starting it. They only had an operator, and they won all their duels with classics.
I want to vomit. I actually want to vomit at what I've just witnessed. That was that was just classics. I think there was one ghost, but it didn't even play that much of a part. And FNS just what is that? He even tried to get the third, by the way. If he'd managed to get that kill, I would have lost my mind. But him and Crashies have just got 4 kills with a free gun.
You know, that was a complete misplay by X10. Obviously, you saw the wall go up, it blocked the fight. Now, that's fine. Those kind of things can happen. No way you can kind of anticipate FNS to be there. But afterwards to then, I think Cruz was putting down a slow or something. He was caught with utility in his hand. Paddy was going back. Like, you need to have that communication. Oh, there's a player close. Like, get ready to fight. We got a cover coming out. But obviously, it's a split-second thing, and it's so hard.
It also shouldn't have mattered anyway because you're up against classics.
Yeah,
like,
naturally.
The fact that Crashies then goes on to win
that as well.
2 duels with a class. Let's just forget that ever happened.
Yeah, I think, you know what? I think that's exactly what X10 have just said. Hey, guys, that round didn't happen. Let's just come
Round 9. Round 9. Now, Scary does have a pistol. Obviously, on the other side, Envy have everything they could ever desire, and they're very close to a few ultimates as well, so they're in a pretty good spot. Victor, we've seen him try and like switch things up quite aggressively across the map, and by the looks of it, we've actually got a technical pause. Now, luckily, it seems like absolutely nothing has happened, so hopefully that's in the best possible spot.
Well, let's hope so. I like
Can someone wheel out Pansy and Hypoc? Like, if they could start, I don't feel like
they just entered the
I'm not an
building.
expert in these sort of moments, so I think, like, I know last time I checked, they were watching the game from the green room. If they just want to get the little cart
Yeah, if you
over,
guys wanna,
they can cover this
can be
one
here in
for
2
us.
minutes, 2 minutes flat. You know, that's not too bad.
Yeah, but
You should
it's
see
technical
Hypoc. He can get here in 30 seconds if he knows there's a melted sandwich waiting for him. You know what I mean? He's gonna be in the building.
Yeah,
like an Olympic sprinter.
Absolutely, dude. This guy, you know, you wouldn't think it by looking at him, but he can reach some maximum speeds. The golf carts, they don't even come close to Hypoc on full Celtic. It's impressive. Really and truly.
I don't know where to go from that.
Oh, man.
God.
No, I love a game of Icebox. Moving on to the next half, I'm really excited to see X10's defensive side, because honestly, I don't think they can just rinse and repeat the same thing that they did before, which was just running it down, playing aggressive, because Envy will have watched that ball, and Envy will be ready for that sort of play, you would imagine. And if you remember what was happening previously, X10 were catching their opponents off guard, right? They were putting them on the back foot. It won't really happen a second time, will it?
No.
In theory.
No, hopefully not, at least. But yeah, I think that obviously going forward for X10, they're still in a pretty good spot. Like, I think last time it was actually that defensive side that did sort of impress us a little bit more. So obviously they're going to want to try and put up as many numbers on the attack while they're there. But I'm more so looking at Envy, because obviously we have that sort of, I don't want to say weird, but it's a different comp to everyone else in the entire world.
Sure.
Like, pretty much everybody is running a Sage for a very good reason. It sets you up very nicely in a lot of after plant scenarios, or just getting the plant in the first place. In fact, we even saw Fnatic using it just as a pure retake setup every single time they were playing the defense. So I want to see how they're going to work things now a little bit differently. Obviously, a lot of that seems to be reliant on Victor and Ye performing to a high standard individually, which I think they can do. And that's the thing. If you're talking about the highest skill ceiling in this server, there are a lot of players you can put there, but realistically, I think they're the top two.
I think that's really where Ye is going to be one to keep an eye on coming into the rest of this half, because so far, I don't even think like he's missed one shot. Other than that, like the shot on mid, I don't think he's underperformed in any scenario. It's just that he hasn't been in the right spot.
Yeah.
He's always been in the wrong place at the wrong time. You know, that's the thing. We want to see Ye actually given those opportunities, and X10 have done a great job of avoiding that. In fact, just before we had that pause called, you saw Patapan pop up a Lear just to see. He wasn't even planning to peek on it, just to see, hey, is anyone going to shoot this? Is there anyone pushed up? How are they playing this on top of pipes and all that sort of stuff? And I believe technical issue has subsided, and we'll be jumping back into the game right now. As we come back in, we'll see that there's a full buy for both teams.
It's the same.
Pretty much.
It's just the beginning of the last round. So as I said, we were quite lucky in the fact that absolutely nothing had really happened. So the fact that both teams now go in, no one had died. I don't think anybody had even taken any damage.
I don't believe so.
It's probably one of the easiest resets you're ever going to see. So basically, forget the last round for obvious reasons. We've already said that. But also just forget the last 2 minutes of us absolutely waffling.
I think honestly, I think that pause was called for, and Patty cheekily put up the lead just to see if someone was up close. It was like last second, like, hey guys, we called the pause. I'm just to see what's happening. And now they're in the same position. Alir's about to come around this corner just to confirm Victor is still up on top of pipes, where he likes to play. Wait for the Lear. It's coming. Oh, it's a drone first. Okay. They spotted him. Now he's going to fall him back. Hunter's Fury is going to try to take him down. Already the tag. Victor's making it away for now, but he'll be caught on the back end. With him down, the site is now under threat. A drone out for Crashies. He's managed to catch a few of them, but you really got to fall back on this one. The Killjoy ultimate has come into effect, and with the Hunter's Fury already used, unfortunately, you got to give up control.
They've also kind of used the tag as bait.
Bait
to rotate away, so you see Ye rotate back to B, but you also see the push-up. I think they've just played Envy there because they thought that they were falling back because of the pings coming off of the tag. Crashy stuck in the corner. This is brilliantly played from the side of X10, and Ye, well,
yeah, hasn't seen anything this round.
It's the same again.
You see, he just caught a glimpse of a Viper Wall. That's the most action he's seen in the entire round. In this half, I think. This poor guy. I would love, can we just publish like a VOD from his perspective only? And it will literally just be him holding me the whole time.
The same thing again, like, like, you know, the memes that everybody's been doing.
I mean, I honestly, I can say nothing bad about this poor guy. I just want to see him actually get an opportunity to show us what he's made of. Because, again, he's saving that operator. And we're going to see 6 on the board for X10. Now, we highlighted that A defense. This time around, They lose the opening pick, they lose FNS, then you get that Killjoy ult.
It's not even that. Well, no, they did the Killjoy ult
then
before,
FNS,
because otherwise I don't know if it's putting it
pushed
down.
up. Yeah.
But it's more so, I don't, I think it was a drone tag.
Geng, yang udah
And what they
datang yang
do
ada
is
di
they just-
YouTube bisa
everybody
pindah
runs
ke
out of the ult, and then the
Buya
second it stops pinging them,
daripada
you go back.
kalian
So
nonton di
on the
YouTube.
map, I watched Ye, he was rotating, and then he went, oh, they're running back towards me. And FNS went, oh, okay, I'll push up then.
Buya gambarnya lebih
And then he
jernih.
gets shot in the face. Now, obviously, he's sort of got an opportunity with the duel, didn't manage to connect the shots, but I like that from X10. They basically used the utility of Envy against them,
Jangan lupa
and then
di
when
share
Envy
juga.
pushes up, they're just waiting like...
Bebas nggak follow juga nggak apa-apa.
And that's one of the biggest things for
Dah.
Envy, like out of out of gameplay at the moment. It's gonna be a real kick in the teeth for them. Now don't be fooled. The team is alive.
Timing
Envy
banget,
have got their players ready to
Ya
fight. Well,
dicek.
he's gone. He's been dealt with.
And he's the only,
He's the only one that's
HUD
alive.
is currently backwards. He is the only one
He's
dead.
the only one
Gak
dead. Yeah, of
dicek
course, a
kirinya.
little bit of a glitch. They'll get that ironed out in a moment. But for X10, yeah, they're looking solid with that early opening pick. We said we want to see Ye get some early duels, get that chance to fight. Second time we've seen him push down through Tube, and this time he misses the shot. Last time he misses the shot, this time he dies. So it's not fantastic. Not a good start for Ye in this series.
That is for sure. Now, again, a lot of space currently on this B site. Victor's going to try and get a little bit more aggressive, move forward. The timing's not looking great.
Wah,
They peek
susah.
from both angles. Now it's left all onto Marv, and he's gone as well.
Ini
This
ngepak
attack has
ini ya.
looked incredible thus far from
Gambarnya ngepak ya.
X. Every single player just finding those opening kills.
Nah.
They're winning all of the duels. And while there's only going to be a couple left, again, it just comes down to trying to save by the looks of it. Although Crashies has managed to find one. I think he's just going for the operator, and he's getting flanked on as well.
Yeah, that's only going to leave FNS over towards that A site. He's getting the Ye experience right now. Sat down trying to save this rifle, been here the whole round, and X10 are looking so good, man. And it is really scary when you think about how solid their defense was. X10 have impressed me so much in this tournament. It feels like I'm saying that about every team, though, because genuinely, you look at all the games that we're having, and I don't think the top teams are underperforming. I think everyone else is starting to catch up to their level, and that is such an exciting concept.
Yeah, I think
Buat ngambil OP aja dia butuh 2 orang coveran.
Crew in that bracket.
100%.
Crew have
That's it.
become probably one of my favorite teams to
orang.
watch, which, as I said, going into this tournament, I wasn't
Buat
expecting
ngambil
that to be
OP.
the case. But
I nearly cried when I saw we were casting them one day. It was, I was upset, and then that was my first day back, and then I was like, oh my god,
that
guys
was one
are
of the
sick.
game. Yeah, that was one of the games of the tournament for me so far. That Crew versus Furia game was
It
sick.
was always the thing, right? You see the potential of the individuals. It was the same thing we called out back at Masters. Like, these guys can aim. They're just not a team. That was the problem. Or at least on the international stage, they did not play like one. And then you come into this, and the same for X10. They deliver on levels far and above what I thought to be possible in that kind of time frame.
Aggressive spot. Finally,
There
we
it
see
is.
something out from Ye. He's going to shut down Paddypan. Victor also getting aggressive.
Hey!
The timing is perfect. He is going to get traded out by Sushi Boys.
Untung
There's
dapat
a chance for them to
rocket.
find an opener back in onto Marv. If he goes down, they could be in quite a bit of trouble, but not this time. Sushi Boys is shut out.
Dapat
No
trade
opportunity for a
rocket.
trade, and the remaining two players of X10 are in a tough spot.
That's it. All they needed was those early duels to go their way. The aggression taken out by Envy, working almost flawlessly. And I love this push-up by Marv as well. Do they expect him? I doubt it, and no, they don't. Down goes Cruz, spike in the open. Scary has to strike, and he will not. As Marv finds a 3K, Envy find a fourth at long last. And this half is, it's still recoverable. If they can push up to 5, it certainly didn't look like it would look anywhere near this good when we started things out.
But I think we finally see what that wall is intended for. Like, they were hoping to take that space in a lot of these rounds, and then you can see why, okay, if they're going to swing through it, it's such an easy angle for Marv to take a lot of these duels. The problem is, in most rounds, we've just seen this space stolen instantly by X10, and then the wall becomes worthless. So it's not without its plan, that's for sure. The issue is that so far X10 have been fantastic at negating it, and in fact they haven't even placed it in this round because of this fact.
Yeah, don't get me wrong, that wall it's a normal wall. It's something we see a lot, and you know what the normal intention is. It's just that Envy could never really get any sort of value off the back of it. Outburst around the side, my god! Yeah, he's getting lucky to survive that one, I'll say that. He has scared them away for now. That's a double kill of a Hunter's Fury, a tag onto Scary. Huge damage for Envy to start this round off. Scary's gonna try his best to pull this back, and he'll get a double of his own. Oh,
Gimana?
Patty falls. This is looking a little bit scarier. Victor finds the player inside the smoke, comes out of his ultimate, and finds Scary waiting for him.
Bener-bener
This guy
scary
is
dong.
on fire in this round, saving X10, but he'll have to ace it. 2 players left to take down. He'll recover the spike.
Benar-benar
Where does he
scary.
take it?
Ketemu.
Surely not. That would be one of the best plays I've seen so far, but surely in this 1v2 he doesn't stand a chance. The timing's going to be everything, but he doesn't actually decide to peek in that direction. Now bear in mind,
Ada itu cok, kenapa gak jaga? Chatnya harus jaga P.
so that could completely
Ya kan
change the
infonya
round,
udah
especially
dapet.
this is an operator. It
Dari
makes it so
Marvet.
much more difficult for Ye, and I imagine that's exactly what's about to happen.
This is so
Waduh.
scary. I mean,